Let me also now bring in our guest. We have Lok Sabha MP from the Congress, Manickam Tagore, and the national spokesperson of the BJP, Sanju Verma, continues to be with us. Good to have both of you on the broadcast with us. Sanju Verma, let me begin with you first. If you heard that snippet of the conversation that I had with T.S. Singh Deo, he's saying, let at least the elections happen. Then it will be for everybody to see what the future plan of the Congress is. But before that, let's not make conspiracy theories.
Ridhima, if the Congress party has decided that they will conduct, elections to the post of the party president, I think that's welcome news. We've always said that India does need a strong opposition, a constructive opposition. But, for heaven's sake, I cannot fathom that the once grand old party actually left the party president's position open for more than 3 years. For more than 3 years, there is no full-time party president. You only have an interim president, point number one. Point number two, the fact of the matter is, if you look at the statements by Ashok Gehlot, or even Shashi Tharoor or some of the other second-tier and third-tier Congress leaders, at the end of the day, they are just not able to move away from the Gandhis. And tell me one very important thing, Ridhima. In which country does a leader lose 45 small and big elections for his party and is still hailed as the next best thing after brown bread to have happened to his party? I'm talking of Rahul Gandhi. And the last but not the least, the most important point I want to make is, look at the manner in which Ghulam Nabi Azad was mocked. People said, "अरे हमने आपको जम्मू कश्मीर का चीफ मिनिस्टर बनाया, हमने आपको इंदिरा गांधी के दौरान मिनिस्टर बनाया, नरसिम्हा राव के दौरान मिनिस्टर बनाया, राजीव गांधी के कैबिनेट में मिनिस्टर बनाया, मनमोहन सिंह के कैबिनेट में मिनिस्टर बनाया, and you have the audacity to leave us." So look at this sense of entitlement. These guys talk of introspection.
Okay.
But whenever somebody raises important questions, the only thing they do is indulge in slamming that person below the belt.
Okay.
I want to quickly end by just saying, are these people fringe elements? Ghulam Nabi Azad, Sunil Thakur, Hardik Patel, Ashwini Kumar, RPN Singh, Kuldeep Bishnoi, Raju Parmar, Naresh Rawal, Dasarju Shravan, K. Rajagopal Reddy,
Okay, Sanju Verma, you would appreciate that I gave you uninterrupted time. You've made your point. I'll go to the larger issue of why we're seeing so many exits. But Manickam Tagore, I want to first bring you in, and taking on from what Sanju Verma is saying, that's a valid argument to be made. Forget the elections that are going to happen now, whether we'll see a non-Gandhi president. Why did the Congress want to continue with an interim president for so long?
No, those people who don't know about the Congress can speak like this. Who don't know about the ABC of the Congress Constitution, they can speak like this. Congress party has elected working committee as the right to elect a president. And when Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji took responsibility in 2019 and resigned, in that time, Congress working committee decided to elect Mrs. Sonia Gandhi ji as the president again. And therefore, every senior leader in the working committee requested her. Therefore, she accepted that responsibility. She was a full-time president. She was hands-on approach towards everything. We know it, and she has been there for three years as president. It has been the COVID time also. She was able to drive the Congress party, to energize the Congress party. So that is not these technicalities. Whomever is not reading about the Constitution, they can see about it. Particularly the BJP friends won't know the Congress culture. We all know Congress party, it is our business to decide about our president, and it is our PCC delegates who will decide
Manickam
about
Tagore, I apologize
Congress
for interrupting. I wanted to give you uninterrupted time, but when you were saying it led to an energized Congress, it had a very different ground reality. Your poll performances was shrinked. Punjab was a state that you lost. And as far as leaders who wanted to leave your party simply because they felt there is no democratic structure within the party, that only increased.
You are putting 2-3 questions. Please allow me to. Whomever has left, they had gone for positions. Whomever has wanted not only to struggle and fight against Amit Shah and Modi, they had left the Congress and they had joined BJP to get some MOS ministers here and there and MP and others, positions and others. Therefore, leave about those people who always travel for greener postures. They are not political people. They just want positions people. With positions, they are water without water. So that culture, the habit is few of them are there. They are left. Therefore, they are all born with silver spoon people who can't fight against oppression and autocracy. Second issue you raised about is about the Congress party's structural democratic inside the party. Congress party is the party you can speak in any forum. It's a democratic party, and everybody gives even in public also Congress leaders speaks. Therefore, there is no Congress. There is no control for democracy. We can speak. We have the right to speak about it. We usually debate among the party members also. There is a clear cut. There is no control about it. That you should not speak like that. It's not an RSS guided organization. Congress is a democratic organization. We give all the members all the right to speak.
Okay, Sanju Verma, respond that what is the BJP taking the moral high ground for? At least we are a democratic party, claims the Congress.
I just want to say one thing. We've all heard of the proverbial ostrich with head buried under the sand. And I think that is the current condition of the Congress. The Congress basically has the Gandhi Parivar, which functions like a private limited company. In this private limited company, there are 4 people who are the be-all and end-all. Sonia Gandhi, the mother, Rahul Gandhi, the son, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, the daughter, and the son-in-law, Robert Vadra. And the fact of the matter is that Congress today has encouraged and perpetuated a darbari culture of family retainers. What did J.V. Shergill say? What did R.P.N. Singh say? What did Ghulam Nabi Azad say? They said one thing which was common. They all said, we are hurt, we are humiliated because the Congress today is run by psychopaths. Decisions are taken by the personal bodyguards of the Gandhi. It cannot get lower than that. It cannot get more shameful than that. I just want to say one very important thing. J.P. Nadda very rightly says, today BJP is the only national party because we have Karyakarta, we have Karyakram, we have Karyashali, we have Karyakoshti. What does the Congress have? Do you have a committed Karyakarta? No. Do you have committed Karyashali? No.
Okay.
Do you have committed Karyakram? No. And I want to ask one more thing. Mr. Manickam, last time in the Lok Sabha elections, more than 34% of the seats got by the Congress came from just Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Do you think you will better that ratio or is it going to get worse? Because internal ground reports say that Congress will not even do well in Tamil Nadu, which is supposedly one of its strong points.
We'll talk about the poll.